There was a time I felt at the top of my game. When I was in graduate school, I spent not only time working on my PhD computer science thesis, but also I found my place back in the dance studio. When it came to doing my dissertation defense, I was ready. I had spent 7 long years working on this one accomplishment, and I was ready to graduate and move on to my next chapter. When I had started my PhD program, I started to do and explore some classes in the through the Parks and Recreation department and the PE department. I thought, let me try my hand at yoga. I've never done it, and I think it will be a great way, a great thing to get me relaxed and enjoying what is, a stressful academic life with classes and figuring out my thesis area, all of that. So I went to this yoga class and as in any yoga class, the teacher goes around and makes corrections. And as she was correcting me, she exclaimed, "Are you a dancer?" And in my head, I was all, how did she know that I had once a secret life as a dancer? I danced from first grade through eighth grade, doing ballet, jazz, a little bit of tumbling, a little bit of tap. And when I decided to play sports in high school, I kind of washed that part of me away and kind of locked it and filed it away. When I was in undergraduate, I explored a little bit of ballet, but not that much to get me diving back in. And she told me, I said, "Why, yes, I used to dance when I was a child." And she exclaimed that there are some great dance classes in the PE dance department. And from there, I dove back in to dance 5 days a week. That's right, 5 days a week. I found myself down at the PE dance studio doing either a ballet class or a jazz dance class. And it was phenomenal. It was the balance I needed to my deep dive in computer science research, and it made me happy. So, fast forward 7 years, I've been doing my dance every day. I've been working on my PhD program, and it's time to defend my thesis. And each year, the PE dance department puts on a dance showcase. And that dance showcase, the students choreograph most of the numbers. And I had been doing these showcases for some years now and decided that this is my last chance, my last time to try to choreograph a number as part of this showcase. And I dove right in. I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to choreograph a jazz dance number for some students and have it be presented in this showcase. And then it hit me. My dance showcase, one of the evening performances, was the night before my dissertation defense. Now, this sounds like a disaster waiting to happen, but actually, it was great because the energy that I was putting into choreographing, learning how to choreograph, working with other dancers was just the distraction, the recharge, the refresh of my brain I needed to balance out my worries and about my dissertation defense. And the two things collided. And at the end, I felt the most charged, pumped, excited than I had ever been to do two things that I've never done before within a 2-day span of each other. was exhilarating. I put together this salsa dance number for a group of students. We performed it. It was great. And the next day I rolled over, walked in, did my dissertation defense, and passed. As STEM professionals, we have a tendency to place our creativity on the back burner. I know I have many, many times. The profession, STEM careers are challenging. They require a lightning focus that a lot of other professions don't require. And I have found out along my way that many people in these STEM fields are closet creatives, wannabe creatives, just like me, going through my 7-year PhD program and longing to find a way to be part of the arts. And my PhD program was in computer graphics, so it was a place where I got to figure out how to blend art and my love of art and my love with computer science. They weren't blending. I wasn't getting as much of the creative art part that I wanted, but there was a blend there. But dance brought in this other piece that was really special. And I'm so happy that I found a way to bring and draw out that love, that passion, my love and passion for the arts while I was pursuing this challenging career in computer science. And as STEM professionals, the career often comes first because that's what we're told. That's the practical. That's the thing we can glob onto. That's the thing where we can go make money. That's the place where we can thrive, where we can be seen, where people will respect us. The arts, well, that's for people who aren't serious about life. They're not serious about making a living. They don't want to make money. They're just thinking around doing artsy things. Well, have you ever had a time where you had to choose between two passions? If you are a STEM professional, someone in the sciences, a doctor, a nurse, someone mathematics, engineers, computer scientists out there, have you been split between your love for your field and the idea of art? Are you a writer? Are you a photographer? Are you a painter? Are you a dancer? Have those things been in contention with each other? Have you had to choose between them? Even if you're not in the STEM field, have you had a moment where you've had to make some hard choices about two passions that you have? Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how we can embrace our multi-passionate selves. A couple of years ago, I learned a new term to me. It was multipotentialite, someone with multiple passions. Now, when I learned about this term from Emily Wapnick's TEDx talk, I was elated. I was a little bit relieved. For some time, I had thought I was a weirdo, a freak of nature, an old time Renaissance person who was not happy because they were trying to fit in to this one track life, this one track lifestyle. And hearing this term about people who are multi passionate and seeing others who are multi passionate and knowing that I could be a person who embraces all the different parts of me. Oh, so sorry. All the different parts of me everything that I love and be happy doing that? Fantastic. Learning about the term multipotentialite, just I could feel my body go at ease. It just brings me this peace of mind to know that being interested in a lot of things is a power. It is a superpower that many of us hide and don't utilize to the best of our ability and to our fullest potential. And if we want to be people who don't get burnt out, who aren't stressed, who aren't um, frustrated, who don't feel stuck, who don't feel overwhelmed, who aren't exhausted, we need to embrace our multiple passions. So when I think back to that time in grad school, when I was dancing 5 days a week, decided to choreograph and perform in a dance showcase the night before my dissertation proposal, I remember the exhilaration, the energy I felt, how alive I felt. I felt alive. I want all of us to feel alive. So I want you to think about the next time you have to choose between two passions, or if you're currently debating or choosing between two passions, or if you're stifling something creative that you want to, that needs to come out of you, I give you permission. Do it. Dive into, explore that creative element, explore that other passion. It will be okay. Chances are it won't stress you out because you're trying to do too many things. It's going to feed your soul. It's going to energize you. It's going to make you feel alive again and want to participate in life. It'll probably make you a better worker at the job that you are doing right now. So embrace that. That's the message today. Embrace your multi-passions. You don't have to choose. They can thrive. They can work together. You can bring them together and they'll be great. So I love to end these sessions with pulling a card. Sometimes I pull the card before to color the conversation. Sometimes I'll pull something to send you off to be inspired. Today, I'm just going to pull one that I usually use for inspiration for conversation, but I have a feeling that the card I pull is going to be poised with something interesting that you all are going to really want. So I am going deep into my deck. Oh, of course. Here it is. It's an affirmators card and support. It's about support. I hereby call a dream team of support into my creative life. I'm here for you. I'm that dream team. I'll only work with the most perfect of collaborators for me and stack my projects with positive, constructive attitudes. If my workspace is in a treehouse, I'll hang a hand-painted sign on the door that says, "No jerks allowed." If my workspace isn't a treehouse, well, then I guess I better halt everything and build a treehouse. Support. I'm here to support you in this endeavor as an innovation coach for STEM professionals or wannabe creatives who are ready to push the burnout aside and move towards a more creative and joyful life. And you can do this with me in my Innovation Sanctuary on Facebook. It's a Facebook group called Innovation Sanctuary, Move from Burnout to Creativity and Joy. You can find it at heyinnovationdoctor.com/bliss. heyinnovationdoctor.com/bliss. Join us there. I will be bringing you small creative inspirations, activities, experiences. I do book studies as well to help you remember to tap into that creativity. Tap, 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 tap. It's important to tap in there and be all of the multipotentialite you are. You deserve it. So find that support team. It could be me. Join us in the Innovation Sanctuary or collect your people. Collect your people. Creativity. We were never meant to do it alone. I heard Brene Brown say that, and it stuck with me. That creativity, we were never meant to do it alone. So until next time, may you continue to embrace and strive to be the most creative and joyful person that you can be.